HHPOV. HHPOV.
Check.
All right, y'all. It was at 5:46. It's that time again. Tay.
It's your girl Tay.
Matter of fact, a little bit like more like 6:15 to 8.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we got well, sound good.
It's your girl Tay.
It's your boy Double R.
Danger Dagner.
Boom, Danger Dag.
Danger.
Do it.
Remind me of that mystical song.
Danger.
Remember that? You know how it is, man. Thursdays, what we do? Talk about hip hop, man.
That's it.
Got nobody any current events that popped off the top of your heads?
Oh man.
You don't got no current events, Tay? I got a lot.
Current events. I mean, my summer was pretty eventful, so I'm back at work, back at school, but
That's right.
you
School
know,
started.
the last concert that I went to was the J&B.
Okay.
That was just my whole life savings.
But how was it? Was it worth
No,
it?
it was worth it.
Okay.
It was worth it.
Okay.
Front row.
Nice.
I felt the sweat.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
I saw
So
the.
you was fancy.
Oh yeah,
You was fancy. So you had fancy tickets.
So it was worth your while.
it was worth my while.
Okay.
You had
Okay.
fancy tickets. That's all you telling us.
Mm-hmm.
So was it J sweat or B sweat?
It was both.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
They had a big stage, then two came out on the side, MetLife Stadium, I think it was, and it was worth the money.
Okay.
Real hip hop.
Oh, that's dope.
It was crazy that you told me that it was on for about 2 hours, right? So because they have a lot of material.
And a lot of energy.
Yeah.
True.
That's a lot of energy.
A lot of-
You have
2
to
hours
be.
Them
set.
dancers, the musicians were on point.
Mhm.
Everything was on point.
No one looked like they was tired, right?
No,
See,
I
I
you
have to
couldn't
get-
even look like you was tired messing with B or J.
I have to get on that plan. You know, because sometimes when I run up the stairs, I'm out of breath.
No.
Like, what's going on?
Well, Sound Good is on that fitness diet.
Yeah, you looking real strong over there.
Okay.
I'm little diet here and there.
Little diet. Yeah, I'm on your plan. I'm on your plan.
Working out.
I have to
I'ma
take
get that
some
meal
notes
prep.
before I leave.
Get that meal prep before I go. Miss Dagner, you got something going on? What you got going on? Current events?
I should have did my homework, you know, but I've been ripping and running all day as well. But we could talk about the weather. Look what's going on in the
Yeah, it's extremely hot. Definitely hot out here. Last Live Fridays. That's the current event for me.
Right, it's about to be hotter tomorrow.
Oh, yeah,
At
definitely.
Silhouettes in the Bronx.
Definitely gonna be hot tomorrow.
It's gonna be a lot of sweat. It might not be J and B's, but it's gonna be dangerous
sweat.
and
Dave
double
over
R's.
Dave is killing us. Not even putting on the fan. Can we get some fan action? We get some little fan action.
You know, it's fan action. I want to be hot. I want to be like. I want to look like I was prepared for tomorrow. This is gonna be crazy. Tell you coming out for your birthday?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
still
I told you it's been a long, rough
Yo, I
month.
see.
It's been a long
See,
month.
current events, man. We got
What's
some
on the
things
lineup
coming
for
up.
tomorrow?
It's gonna be dope tomorrow.
Okay.
Last Live Fridays, I got some new promoters coming up. Annette, Danger Dagner is one of them. Tigger, Diddy, I just sent him the info. He wanna call in. I got Paxson. He's promoting. He's also doing a party afterwards. And I got Tigger man actually coming out too to promote. So we moving in a good direction. The lineup for tomorrow is Mike Logan, crazy funny guy, is not from the New York City area. Jay the comedian is from the New York
Okay.
City area. You got Talent. Everybody know Talent, the original New York Kings of Comedy. And then we got Ken Boyd back. He's hosting.
Oh, okay.
Ken Boyd's back. He was one of the original hosts. He's back this month just to host. Kelly Kells is out with Vivica Fox.
Nice.
Ooh.
She's out with Vivica Fox this month. So
Dope.
we got Ken Boyd coming back. And then we also got Smokey Suarez. So it's going to be a dope show tomorrow. Thank everybody who came out to support already. Got your
Yeah,
tickets.
last month was good, even though we had the little, rainstorm, hurricane.
It was.
I don't know what type of
I don't know
weather.
what- and it was good.
And it was
Even
still good.
And it was still good in the flood. I was just talking to Annette about that earlier.
Yes, he was.
The flood, I was surprised at the support with the flood. So it was definitely a good turnout. Hip Hop Point of View in the building tomorrow. Let's not forget that. Doing their special interviews, they 1 and 2s.
Yeah.
Yo, it's been a great collabo since last Live Fridays and Hip Hop Point of View formed. So this is definitely a good thing, man.
I don't think I've ever asked you this, but were you a comedian
Never
in your past?
Never, ever did I study lingo or attempt to be a comic.
Okay. I didn't know if you were saying it. My personal experience as a comedian has led me down this path of doing Last Laugh Friday.
Absolutely not. It was actually it was funny. It was hate. Hate is the reason why I started Last Laugh Fridays.
That'll get you somewhere.
But you know what? That works.
It
works.
That motivates you even more.
It was actually people hating, so that's why I did it. It was just so funny how it just somebody else's vision become your dream and then you just take it over.
Right.
So that's why I started this. I had no intentions on doing it. You know what I mean, Doug? No intentions. But I was working with some people and they was a little grimy with it, so I had to show them better than I could tell them.
Okay.
And I'm here. Voila.
Proof is in the pudding, B. Proof is in the pudding, man.
That's it. Proof is definitely in the pudding. We going on 3 years. That's big.
Right.
3 years?
Very
3
big.
years.
It's going on 3 years.
Congratulations.
And I'm
3
a
years.
newcomer, but I'm enjoying it. Thus far, I'm enjoying it. Double R, he does his thing. And I just, met him not too long ago, but he's about his business. He's straightforward. He's direct. No games. So, I was like,
I appreciate
I'm
that.
Up here.
I appreciate
No
that.
games.
Hip Hop Point of View about
I
their
know.
business too. No games. I'm seeing y'all all over the place.
Yeah, you already know.
Kentucky Derbies, all types of concerts. I'm
Hip hop is
happy.
everywhere. Like we talked about last week, it's the lifestyle. So people think it's just the music and rappers and the artists. It expands way more than that. So
Absolutely.
we gotta to expand our brand. We gotta expand our perspective. We everywhere.
The artistry of hip hop forms. There's a lot of things that contribute to it. You know what I mean? Like you can contribute anything I know to hip hop, sex, religion,
Oh, okay.
Right.
comedy.
Different topics.
Like
Right.
you can everything relates to it.
I'm
You know, like
going to have to ask because I know the ladies are going to ask. How is sex related to hip hop?
well, easy.
I thought he meant like
Look at the videos.
Male.
Look at the videos nowadays. Sex is selling hip hop.
and
Sex.
sexy
Sex
sells as well.
Sex is selling hip hop.
You said it best there, bro.
So
Sex sells hip hop.
if you have an artist that come out and dress like a dude, she ain't gonna go far. But if you got an artist coming out barely with anything on,
Hold up. Now you said something that's going to bring up some controversy. How
Yeah,
about,
listen,
Hold on a
I'm
second.
telling you.
about somebody like Young and May?
yeah, but she's not claiming to be a woman either.
Right.
All right. You won.
See,
You won.
So at the end of the day, it really does sell.
All right. How about somebody like T-Boz back in the day? Or how about, let's say, the Brat?
All right, so you have T-Boz and the Brat.
Yeah.
Back in the days, baggy clothes were in. That was fashion. Today, less is great.
Right.
So it's like the different fads and trends of fashion. Like when we had cross colors and those things, those type of artistry closing people out. We was wearing baggy clothes, long rope chains. Women was doing that, pants backwards, patches on their eye.
Patches.
my favorite fashion was Aaliyah.
Yes.
She was a crossover.
But
She
she had
was dope.
she had
Yeah,
the baggy
she was-
pants, but she had the little
Right.
top.
Yeah,
She
little
was
top.
a crossover.
That I
Yeah.
can be.
She was
right.
that's why you call her.
midriff. Shout
Right.
like
I would call Aaliyah a hybrid because she was
in the middle.
the middle because
okay.
she emphasized sexy, but she did it in baggy clothes.
She had
did
her
it
own
with short
style.
tops
She
and
had her own style. Right.
She was a hybrid. She was
Man, shout out to hip hop, man.
yeah,
Hip-hop.
definitely shout out.
Hip hop is my culture. When they say what religion are you, I'm like hip hop. And they're like, what do you mean hip hop? Hip hop. That's
Right.
my religion. Well, anyway, man, let's get to it, man. We got a guest already in the building, man. I say
Let's
we bring
go.
him on top here. Envy, make your way out here, brother.
right here.
This Envy, you heard?
Throw on the headphones if you want.
Nino, what up?
This good sound.
It's a whole lot of gang shit. Gang.
I ain't playing with y'all niggas going scene.
So we definitely gonna talk more hip hop with Envy, man. Envy, introduce yourself, tell the people out there who you are, and you know.
Hey, it was
we'll
good.
take it from there.
It's Envy. You heard from the Bronx.
BX.
BX
Okay.
in the building.
Okay.
Stand up.
BX.
From the Bronx, New York.
I think that's my favorite. One of my favorite Bronx tracks.
This one?
Yeah.
It still gets played.
York.
That real hip hop.
That's when
classic.
you lean
That's
back.
classic.
That's
That's
is.
classic.
Envy, you anywhere near where Fat Joe came up? What part of the Bronx you from?
South Bronx, 148 3rd Ave.
Oh, nice, Nice.
So where you shop
that's
at?
not too bad.
Chubby for the Bronx. Where you shop at?
Southern Boulevard.
Southern
3rd
Boulevard.
Ave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's from the Bronx. He's definitely from the Bronx.
All of that.
We from the Bronx, New York.
All right. So talk to us, Envy, man. Yo, you know we always ask the guests this every
Yeah.
time they come. How did you get this name and why? Man? Talk to us.
Honestly, believe it or not, the name was given to me. You know what I'm saying? When I was a little kid, I was always into my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I did basically whatever I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? And people seen me doing it like that. They always wanted to do it the way I did it or have what I had. And if you look in the dictionary, that's basically the definition of envy. You know what I'm saying? People want to do what I do, say what I say, live how I live. But I don't condone people to do what other people do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody's their own man. Everybody's their own female. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so people's going to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it. I stuck with my name, and I had it for the past 20-something years.
You know it's good
Yep.
to have proteges. That's what they call people that do what you do.
Exactly.
And they follow by you call them a protege.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's good.
And believe it or not, that's my full name, Envy the Prodigy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. First it was just Envy. Then as years went by, I stuck with Prodigy.
Crazy how you put that together, bro.
So I have a
little bit.
question for you. What does
So-
the word prodigy mean to you?
Prodigy, it means, all right, the way I got that name as well is because my stepfather was into real music. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I came home one day, and every time I come home from school, he would just be writing music. So one day he sat me down and gave me a pen and a notebook. I was like, yo, write this song for me. I want it done such and such time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go record it. It was never really my thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was raised in the projects, you know what I'm saying? So either basketball or the regular Spanish handball. You know what I'm saying? But he got me into he got me into music, and then one day he was like, yo, believe it or not, you're my protege. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's how he gave me the name Envy the Prodigy.
Envy, but I do gotta ask, man, because you said he did real music. So
Yeah.
what do you define real music, brother?
I was hoping you asked me that question.
Yeah, man. I wanna
All right, believe it or not, no disrespect to no artists out there, whatever the case may be, but again, I speak my mind. You know what I'm saying? I mean, real music was KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? I mean, DJ Kool Herc, African Bambaataa, the original music. A lot of people don't know this, but hip hop was born in the Bronx.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Sedgwick Avenue.
That's true. I was
Wait.
a Cool Herc yesterday.
Exactly, which they recently just renamed the street. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people don't like to look into their history on hip hop. They just want to rap about things they don't really do. You know what I'm saying? Or live a life that they see other people doing, but because they think it's cool for them, they want to live it. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody comes across and pulls your card. So real music to me is basically where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? It's how you really living, not what you want to do or how you want to do it. You understand me? That's
So you mean like talking about the struggles,
Ex-
seeing what you're living, and talking
Exactly.
about what's going around in your environment, and
exactly.
But that's interesting that you said the struggle, because I think sometimes when people don't live the actual struggle and they coming from where they coming from, people say that's not real hip hop.
Right.
If they live the
Exactly.
privileged life, you in the country and you rapping about whatever you're going through, then people are like, is that really hip hop?
Exactly.
Well, with that said, how about someone like Drake that came up?
Yeah,
but he's making these hits out there. He's really,
Yeah, because I think
Doing
hip
his
hop
thing.
is defined, Doug.
And you can't sleep on
To
anybody.
me, hip hop is what you make it. Like
Exactly.
that's really what it is. Like we can all pinpoint something in our life that we can actually contribute to hip hop. That don't mean I wasn't a thug. That don't mean I have to be a church boy. I mean, if I equate to hip hop, I equate to hip hop. People equate to music.
Yeah.
That's really what it is the music. Like
Exactly.
music escapes people from a lot of things in life. People clean to music. People go to
They
work
do.
to music.
Yes.
People dance to music. Music escapes people from a lot. So I think that's why when you say real hip hop or who real MCs, that would help you escape to what you
Exactly.
wanted to do.
Exactly.
I think everybody looks up to different people in rap. And to me, I don't, just because you're not standing on the street corner,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I was saying. You know, coming
Don't
from
mean-
privileged lifestyle and you rapping
don't mean
about
that
it.
you can't talk about real hip
Hip-hop.
hop.
Exactly.
Just because you was on the street corner, don't give you the authority to just talk about hip hop.
Exactly.
Because it's more to life than that. So what actually do you do? Are you a rapper, or you are? How would you classify
Honestly,
yourself?
I don't consider myself a rapper. You understand me? I just know how to put things together.
Okay.
You understand me? I know what to say and I know how to say it. You understand me? Rappers, to me, pretty much anybody could be a rapper. You understand me? But it takes real dedication. It takes real commitment. It takes real mind to be a hip hop musician. That's what I consider myself, a hip hop musician.
Okay.
You understand me? Again, now, growing up with my father and my mother, they was always into the old school freestyle music. So every day I wake up, weekends in the car, road trips, that's all I would hear is old school music. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was brought up on. That's what I know how to do. Now, again, like you were saying, at the end of the day, music don't make nobody. You know what I'm saying? You could be on the corner, that don't make you a gangster.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could talk tough, but that's you portraying yourself into somebody that you're not until somebody pulls your car, like I said again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's
What makes you different than other artists? Like, what separates you from the other artists as you're coming out and they're saying, why should I listen to his music other than someone else's music? What makes you different?
I mean, I wouldn't consider myself different, but what I do know is I would like for a lot of people to listen to my music because I'm trying to bring back the old hip hop. You understand me? A little mixture of new school, but with old school.
Okay.
You understand me? Like a lot of people say they listen to trap music or that's a New York flow. No, that came from down south. If you want to get technical,
Right.
you understand me? New York came with real DJs with real turntables. You understand me? Real breakdancing. Somewhere along the line, that just stopped and everything became electronical. You understand me? Like I said, I'm trying to bring back the old hip hop. I want to do music to where people think that they back in the days.
Okay.
You understand me? But still with a little
Twist?
exactly,
A little twist.
exactly.
Little lemon and lime and, a little strawberry. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's where my mind is at right now, and it will be hard because everybody's used to the generation now music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 24 years old. Granted, I'm young, but
You have an old soul.
So,
exactly
yeah.
because I never hung around anybody that was my age.
Okay.
Always were my father's friends, my mother's friends, and I picked up on everybody.
Picking up knowledge,
Exactly.
wisdom.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I read in your bio that it said you was started, I guess, writing at 8.
Exactly.
Wow.
I
So
was 8 years old.
do you put that type of spirit in everything that you write?
I'm not gonna lie. When I was young, I was just rapping just to rap. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like I ain't know what I was saying back then. It just sounded cool to me at first.
So he's rapping without a purpose.
Pretty much, exactly. I was rapping without a purpose.
Yeah, because I was thinking if you started at 8, what were your topics?
Right.
You know, what were you rapping about at 8? What was that
I
struggle?
And you didn't want to be a ghostwriter?
I was rapping about my mom's punishing me. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? My pops not giving me allowance. You know, like
So you was rapping about true
Real things,
real
but-
things that was affecting you at the time.
exactly. Like it was still real. It was still making sense. It was just I'm 8 years old. What can I possibly rap about at 8 years old?
The struggle. I don't
You know what
know.
I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, I can't get that candy,
Right.
man, because I didn't do my homework. Come on, man.
I have a question, right? Because you're a Bronx rapper.
Exactly.
People say Biggie is one of the best rappers out, right? But his mother also said he didn't live the life that he was saying. Now his music is known to a lot of people all over the world. But when you say real hip hop, was he not real hip hop because his life wasn't what he was saying?
I mean,
Mixed messages.
I got something for you.
Exactly. That was a good question. Now, again, Biggie was he was another one that he knew how to put things together. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to say and what to say, just like Big Pun. Big Pun wasn't a rapper. He just knew how to put things together. He knew poetry better than he knew the streets. You understand me? Biggie, believe it or not, yeah, he's one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? That's it's no hands down. Can nobody really do or say what he did or said? You know what I'm saying? Because then either they gonna just mess up the whole purpose. You know what I'm saying? Now Biggie, yeah, he was a real musician. You know what I'm saying? I don't consider a lot of people rappers.
What do you got to say to that, Doc?
Well, we had this guest one time when we first started the show. His name L Fudge, by the way. Shout out to Fudge. He was actually one person that kind of brought something out in my eyes, and he said Biggie was one of the first MCs that brought out, you know, that popcorn. Can't say popcorn, but I forget the exact words. But what he was saying was that he put hip hop in a commercial state.
So it was movie theater rap.
So yeah, and not only that, he also
Wow.
he was the one that put it in the mainstream like that and made the whole you know, the looks of Versace and money and the flashiness of hip hop come into play. Because after Biggie started that's when the whole hip hop started turning into that type of lane. And it kind of opened my eyes because I started seeing prior Big, and I kind of didn't see too much of that. It wasn't too much flashiness and too much of that. It was about the struggle.
I don't think it was Big. I think it was Puffy that did that.
Well, I mean, the Bad Boy era.
Wow, the bad boy.
I think
era,
it was-
yeah.
But Big was
Because it's an image.
the face.
No,
No,
of
Bad
he was
Boy.
the face, but everything that Big was doing was Puffy's vision. So I don't think he was okay with the Versace and all of that. Because if
I
you
don't
look,
know,
he had on
maybe.
army fatigue, Timbs, jeans. That was his lane. But
Right, I mean, he was street. He was
yeah,
hood.
he was street.
Right.
But I think when you heard Mace said, "I did it for the money. Can you get with me?" All he letting people know is that he went from Mace murder to murder Mace to commercial Mace.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Right.
what it did was it took him from one lane and brought him to the next. If you think about everybody that's street and that's gritty right now, how are they rap careers? Right,
Short-
Short
Right.
term. It's very short term.
You got to
So
make that
if-
one hit
if you
wonder.
don't turn
Yeah.
commercial, your chances of really being successful with money is slim to none in that rap game.
Right.
If you stay underground,
Mm-hmm.
you can be known to the streets like, yo, he's a dope rapper,
Exactly.
but he don't have dope money.
Mm-hmm.
So now you just one of these rappers out here that can rap. That's nice, but not making no real money. And there's guys out here that can rap, making real money.
Right.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
the
Now,
reason
That's
being,
how it goes.
But
though,
does that I think that has to do a lot with the label because of the backing the label has
Yeah.
compared to as someone that's nice.
Or
just
somebody that's
tryna-
independent.
I
It's
beg to
very-
differ with the
exactly.
label. You know, let me tell you why. Look at Jadakiss. He's been commercial and underground, and he still hasn't had the success that he
Yeah.
deserves.
It's very true.
What labels battle him? Like Def Jam, one of the well-known labels out.
You know what? How did
No,
you
but
say you
Jada-
started promotions? Hate. So, you know,
Exactly.
there's a lot of hate in the
I
industry
think
as well.
even he just did an album with Fabulous,
Right.
right? How well did that album do?
But you know what? When it comes to Jada, his fans
Love
is what
him.
is was still keeping him relevant because his show game. That's basically where he's getting his money from.
Yeah, he's getting the money
Now
from shows.
I don't know about you know his record sales because I doubt it's coming from there.
Well, it's not.
But he's put it in that work with these shows, and that's how he's getting that.
Well,
bread.
that's how 99% of the artists get their money. 'Cause they,
But someone like Jada will
Exactly.
probably be doing better than these other artists because of his fan base and his content.
well, the reason why I brought him up is because he's real hip-hop,
Right.
real street.
True.
And he stayed true to his town, which is Yonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Juice Bar's there. He even lived in my complex, so this is why I know what I'm talking. However, I still seen him on a commercial side not be successful. So, and he had major labels behind him.
Okay.
And I just think because sometimes you can't take a person out of the element, even if you put them in a higher establishment. So
That's true.
That's
because he's so true to his fans and true to what he think hip hop is, it blocked him from becoming a commercial rapper.
I agree.
Exactly.
I would agree on that.
I agree as well.
What does your show game look like?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't done that many shows.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when I'm gonna give you my personal vision on it. When I do shows, it's like I feel a connection. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whether it's with just the stage alone, whether it's with the fans, whether it's with the DJ personally,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I love doing.
Okay.
You understand me? It's something that I can literally do all day, every day. Like I'm gonna get to Jadakiss. A lot of people can relate to his music. Why? Because he actually talks about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He talks about things that he does, and he's not afraid to talk about it. He does what he does. He did what he did. Granted, but at the end of the day, nobody's gonna really stand up and knock him for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jadakiss is from Yonkers. You know what I'm saying? Fabulous from Brooklyn. You got Nino Man from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? They all talk about things that people could relate to and actually see that they live it. You know what I'm saying? Me, I was born and raised in the projects for 24 years. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I'm from Third Ave. But when I was 4 years old, I moved to Edenwood Projects. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been there ever since.
Big up the Edenwall,
Yeah,
uptown.
Okay.
Uptown.
26, kid, Laconia.
Like 229 from Laconia. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Even there, there's a lot of artists. There's a lot of hidden talent there as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know because everybody want to consider Edenwood to be one of the worst projects in the Bronx.
I grew up there. I grew up there too.
So then you know what I'm talking about.
I'm 229 from Bronxville, bro.
From 229.
Right down the
like I
block
said,
on the
Laconia.
precinct, right? You see the
Exactly.
precinct?
Oh, man.
4-7 right there.
Right there,
Exactly.
4-7.
Exactly. I've been to all those schools, got kicked out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, it's a lot of hidden talent everywhere you go, but you will never find it because people are you can say they shy. You know what I'm saying? For what? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you was born by yourself, so be yourself. It shouldn't matter who says what about it, because they not living your life. You know what I'm saying? They're not living in your shoes. A lot of people scared to tell somebody something, or they hold their tongue, or for whatever reason. At the end of the day, you still gonna be who you are when you leave that block, when you walk out your house. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they, for example, you call somebody, whatever the case may be, oh, be safe out there, da-da-da. At the end of the day, once you walk out your door, you in an unsafe environment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You only
That's
safe
true.
once you walk inside your doors, and not even.
Not even sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably sometimes the
Exactly.
unsafest place to be
Exactly, but then
for
again,
some people,
it's
especially if you're
also-
talking about the projects.
Exactly, but then again, it's also the safest place to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And not a lot of people do that because they raised in the projects. They want to live that project mentality life. Y'all don't have to do that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean, that's why in my music, yeah, I say what people want to hear, but then I also say what people need to hear.
Okay.
And that's what the people don't want to look forward to. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to relate to that.
Exactly. They just want to relate to what a million other people are rapping about.
So then what you saying that? Can I have a question for him, Doug?
Sure,
When you
go
saying
ahead,
that, would you consider yourself to be a product of your environment?
Yeah and no. I say yeah and no because the product of my environment, and that's crazy because that was actually gonna be the name of my first mixtape I was gonna do too. But I'm the product of my environment because I know where I come from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know what I did to get where I'm at. I will never be the type of person that I get rich, I get famous, I leave my hood and just forget about it. No, I've done too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna explain all of that, but I've done things that I've
Paved
done.
your own way, so you've done things that
Exactly.
paved the way.
Exactly. That's why I
Ask him a
consider
question.
Yeah, you asked.
Of course, yeah.
that's why I consider myself the product of my environment. But then again, the older you get, the smarter and wiser you have no choice but to get.
Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years if this doesn't work out? Do you have something to fall back on? Because sometimes, the industry doesn't work the way you want it? I'm not saying give up, but where do
Yeah,
you
of
see
course.
yourself in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years.
Or a year, if you can't foresee the next 2 years.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There was a few years I even got into doing tattoos. You know what I'm saying? So I used to work in shops, whatever the case may be. I always told myself, if this music thing didn't work out, I'll go back to doing tattoos. Don't mean that I'm gonna stop doing music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, that's me. A lot of people do music just to do it.
Okay.
A lot of people do music just to give their one block entertainment.
Okay.
I don't waste my time to do it just for fun.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I do it so I could reach out to other people. You know what I'm saying? I've done what I did. I've been where I've been. So now I know what I'm talking about when I tell somebody don't do this or don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For example, like I could have a conversation with my son. Don't do this. He's not gonna ask me. He's gonna ask me why, but I know firsthand why not to do it. I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if God forbid the music thing don't work out,
Tattoos.
And tattoos
much.
definitely
Chat
been
it
a
up.
part of the hip hop
And it's still
industry.
exactly.
Body art,
Body.
but yet it's like graffiti on walls. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
So it
Exactly.
definitely
It does require skill.
oh, of course.
To do
To draw
okay.
someone,
A lot of skill.
it require a lot of skill.
A lot of skill.
I asked you how's your show game, and you said you really haven't done much shows.
Mm.
I think to be an artist, I think to actually critique your own craft,
Exactly.
shows is very, very important
Mhm.
because a show can either make you
Or break
or
you.
break you.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we perform in front of our hood and our people,
Mm-hmm.
but when you perform in front of the lights, it's a whole
It's way different.
It's a whole different
Exactly.
type of performance. So, you know, I'm one for Last Laugh Fridays to give people
Mhm.
a platform that most people can't say. So, from me to you, for my September show, I'm gonna bring you out and give you a platform to
I
perform.
definitely
Oh,
appreciate
wow,
that. I'll
that's fire.
definitely do that.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna do that.
Look at
I
that.
definitely
Look at
appreciate
that,
that.
So
man.
that's what we're gonna do.
Of course.
Now I gotta learn how to sing or rap so I can get the platform.
Now, all I ask, Sammy, there's a lot of rappers that don't grab that mic right,
Mm.
man, because sometimes they put it out too much.
Yeah.
Or they put it too much.
You gotta practice.
So
Make sure you hold that mic right,
you
brother.
got a month to get your set ready. I'll be in tune with you. We'll be in touch throughout we get out and change each other's numbers and we'll be in touch.
Man,
I mean-
this is great news, man. Great
Exactly.
news.
Nah,
fire.
of
That's
course. I
fire.
definitely appreciate that. At the end of the day, I was ready yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
As you
So,
should be.
So let me ask you
Always.
something. If I throw a beat on, I want to hear a little
I know-
something.
I'm not gonna lie. I really don't freestyle.
You don't do the freestyle thing?
It's not really my thing.
All right, so you
What-
know
who
what?
said
So
it?
let's
Who-
play.
what
Let's
we-
play.
So
you
we'll
one.
play the
We wouldn't know it was freestyle if you wrote something that was written.
Right. You can read it from your
You know
phone.
what
Hi,
I'm saying?
oh,
Even if it was written, we wouldn't know because we're
maybe
all
maybe
new.
maybe,
See?
maybe that one from when you was 8 years old.
When you get that butt whoop.
You know, like I'm gonna just tell you this
8
while we
years
on.
old.
While we on, whenever
So-
somebody puts you on a spot, it can
Mm.
be $1 million spot. You always take advantage of it.
No
Yeah.
Yeah.
matter what. 2
You never
seconds,
know if you
5
get
You
it
never
again.
know. You never know who's
So-
listening right now, or you never know who's in the room.
Exactly.
So when he puts you on a spot for that freestyle, even if you ain't freestyling, we wouldn't know. You put it on for your city. That you do.
Yeah,
You're not a rapper.
Word.
You're not a rapper, like you said. You're a poet.
Mhm.
But you know, and you know, for instance, you have about 10 songs in your head memorized.
Yeah.
What you tell the person that's throwing the music, be like, yo, throw it on. Then you start rhyming those 10 songs one by one to see which one fits that beat,
Mhm.
and then you go in, fam.
Yep.
Because all you're gonna do is you're gonna ride the beat
Right.
and you're gonna just freestyle with it.
Okay.
Or even if you're at home,
That's a
your
good
television's
one. That's a good
on.
one,
Mhm.
Sal.
Do it over the beat. You know, it doesn't matter what beat it is. Just you can freak with cartoons, whatever, commercials.
Yeah,
Since he's
yeah,
eight.
yeah, absolutely
why don't we
right.
do this?
He's been doing it since he was 8.
Yeah.
I've been.
Want me to go first? I'll put some
Ooh.
bars.
Hold on.
Then I'll try.
And then I'm ready.
You know what I'm
Check
saying?
it out. Check it
I
out.
was,
I mean-
I was ready
I mean,
yesterday.
listen-
What you said? I was ready yesterday. I was ready
all right,
yesterday.
I'm not gonna lie.
Uh.
They literally more than 100 people requested that I do that Chun Li beat for some reason. I personally wasn't gonna do it, but
Do what's in your heart.
Right.
so
So
I
you
think
want
I
me to
play the
yeah,
Chun-Li?
Right.
yeah. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Hold on, let me
You
get it
ready?
up.
Danger, I'm ready.
Born ready.
Yeah. Tag us in. Woo.
I know that was danger, dog. You lit. That's lit right there.
Listen.
Chun-Li remix.
Hold on, Chung.
Yeah, that's
Chun-Li
definitely
should
true. You just gotta, like
Flow.
you said, practice, get the flow ready.
You don't have to do no long, just something snip clip.
I'm gonna give him a little snip.
Give him little
I didn't
balls.
know. I didn't know. You said
8
you
to
was
16.
about to spit.
I'm
you was about to
getting
get
it
some
in.
bars.
What? You
You
better stop
you
playing.
rap
You
now?
can go
Last
after- you go after
Friday.
me, though,
My
yeah.
top of the
Last
game heavy is crazy.
Last Friday on the beat, about to hit the Chun-Li.
My money's versus my tens don't like my
Fire.
tens.
Right.
No.
Bars.
Now, I mean, the only reason why I had told you to do a freestyle, because if not, I would have threw on one of your songs on. But
Well, we can do that too,
being that
man.
I am a producer, and my lane is the boom bap to try to get to
Yeah,
the
of course,
class.
of course.
Boom, back.
I was actually going to put an original style beat so you could flow off of that. But my question before we throw this on, Chung-Li is more of that new style type of flow.
Right.
So how you going to attack that with the essence that you're trying to bring to the table?
I mean,
He was born
He
yesterday.
was born
He was
yesterday.
born. He was born ready.
that
Period.
old school.
Throw that
I
on.
mean,
Throw it on.
I'm
Throw it on.
I'm
Throw it on.
I'm-
You don't gotta talk about it. He gonna be about it. Tell him.
Let's go.
Talk about it,
Let's
be
hear it.
about it, ball.
Talk about it. Be about it.
Last Friday with the bars.
There you go.
Yesterday.
Okay.
Oh my God. Start it over.
We hyping you.
Bring that back, though. That top of that beat is crazy.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yes, I'm envy with the clutch. And I'm tripping all you runner-ups. I'm tired of playing all these games, so yes, it is a must that I go inside this beat and murder people I can trust. Y'all niggas piss me off, yes, I got me pissed enough. I can never trust a hoe, so y'all niggas here with love. I beat the pussy up until it's dripping all the blood. Do you get it? Beat y'all pussies up, y'all dripping all the blood. Always play the field, throw shots at your major deals. And rap's biggest fear is to try to make a nigga script. Now shots in his pot for your noodle, how I make my meals. I'm stuck inside this bag, I guess it's time for me to break the seal. Yes, I did my time, they fucked up when they let me free. Y'all niggas beg for pussy like the money isn't pleasuring. Slap a stupid nigga while it's slipping stuff in Hennessy. A couple hundred people ask me envy, do this stinky beat. I park the whip and bust a shot. Bah, I make my breast a motherfucker cop. Y'all bitches out here dripping to your socks, and the other half of y'all and out here chilling with the cops. Like, I keep the heat up on my waist. Got a problem, say it to my face. I'm running down on niggas, y'all not safe. So I send a couple homies, part the realest from the fake.
For the BS.
Yo,
One time.
Bronx in
Wait
the
a
building.
second.
Don't never
Wait
say
a
you
second.
can't.
Hold on a second.
If you stand
we
up.
can hold on.
Stand up. See, you bring that to last time Fridays, you might get a couple new fans.
Hold on.
You ain't even got to do nothing else. Just do that. And I'm
He's like-
co-signing you all the way.
He's like, I actually don't rap a little bit. Play that beat. I was going like, wait.
That's a little shot.
Little son, nah, that was-
That remind me of the white man can't jump when they was like, I can't play ball, and then they was
Then
getting
out
all
of
the money.
nowhere.
Exactly.
The man didn't say he couldn't rap. He just said he don't freestyle. It's a
Exactly.
difference, you know what I mean?
Writing is way different.
That shit he couldn't. I mean, I write all the time. I write people's names down.
I'm about to say, double R. When do you write?
He's the ghost writer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ghost
You know what I
Rider,
mean?
exactly.
Ghost Rider.
I ain't got to
Jokes.
write rhyme. I can sign a check, though. Let's not
I know,
play.
that's right.
I ain't got to write.
That was nice though.
Appreciate it.
That was
Thank you,
nice.
thank you, thank you.
Don't never turn it down. Matter fast, slow, whatever.
See how you did that? That was dope.
That was
man.
nice.
That was dope. Hip Hop Bronx in the building, man. Stand up.
Come on, man.
Have
Stand
you over
up.
here about to do a
All
little twerk?
day.
I know.
You had the ladies behind you, kid.
I heard you with the
Gotta hype him up.
The ladies
man.
behind
Ready.
I mean, you just say you was gonna spit too. So like,
He holding you to that.
Yo, listen, he holding me.
Okay.
He holding me the words, and I'm trying to put the battery in his back.
Yeah, he ready.
I was trying to put the battery in his back.
Not with mixed
Wow.
messages.
Yeah, not against messages.
Not with mixed messages. We gotta hear snip clip.
Now you can't hear this
Come on,
snip. This,
man.
I gotta save all of this for tomorrow. This is fire in the hole over
If
here.
you do, you know, a little snip clip.
Well, you want me to save my Curtis Blow shit?
Yeah, of course.
Come on, man.
Come on,
You
man.
need to beat or
My
something? You need
In
to
the
be
parking
wrong?
hip To
lot.
the hibbity, hip hop. You don't stop. Rock it to the bang, bang.
I had your back. I had your back.
As long as you got me, that's it.
You going on tour?
Absolutely.
To the hippity hop?
That's all the
We
way.
could be the backup dancers.
I know, I'm ready.
All the way.
I might put a little la.
But that's it. You see that soul? You see how we laughing?
Exactly.
Comedy and hip hop goes hand in hand, man. This is so funny. Hip hop goes a long way with everything,
It
dog.
do.
I think it's It's the new wave, man. It's the
Yeah.
new wave.
So
It
when,
is.
when you smile, your heart smiles. You know, the
Exactly.
negativity. That's when your heart is not good. It's not in the right place.
Like, honestly, I don't know where people would be or what this world would be like without hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Without the whole essence of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
You know, it's. I don't listen to hip hop as much as I used to.
Mm.
I'm more R&B all the way now. I guess it's
Exactly.
my age, but lately the music that I'm hearing
Garbage.
is trash.
Thank you.
And
Honestly,
then
I didn't want to
bucket.
say that,
Yeah.
but
I didn't.
Speak
I
your
mean, you
mind.
right.
I'm
You
not
gotta
gonna.
speak the
I'm
truth.
not gonna really say somebody craft is trash because I
Mhm.
can't. I'm not
do
a
what they
rapper,
doing. Okay.
but I know music
exactly, you got the ear for
and
it.
I have the ear for certain things.
Exactly.
And it don't have to be a hot beat for me to understand what you're saying.
Mhm.
Right.
Like I think people got lost in latest hip hop. People no longer listen to the to the words. They
Not at
listen
all.
to the beat and the hook.
Exactly.
That's carrying everything right now.
Exactly.
A beat and a hook, a catchy beat. Look, you, Soldier Boy, tell him. What are you
Exactly.
telling? Are you serious?
You ain't saying shit. To be
He
honest.
didn't really say anything,
Nah.
said
That's
But
why
he sold-
That's why it was
That's what he
catchy.
said.
but he
didn't have to say
sold.
anything.
But he sold records. You see
He
what I'm
did.
saying? So, it's more or less. I think
And it's memorable
cha-
because
it
I
just-
still do that. Soldier
Right.
Boy.
it's just.
You don't have to think about it. You
Yeah.
gotta, you know how you try to hold your stomach in.
Hop
Second
up on my
nature.
bed,
Exactly.
turn
You
my
gotta do all
swag on.
It was catchy. You know what I'm saying? But.
Right. But you know, I'm just trying to tell you, like, it's sold.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask people that's in music all the time, are you doing it for money? Or are you just doing it for your own pleasures?
Believe it or not, I'm not doing it for the money.
All right. So
At all.
because
But
if
that'll
you're not,
come.
if you're
It'll
not
come,
doing it
yeah.
for the money, then you're doing it for your own pleasures. So you here to please
exactly.
yourself. So at the end of the day, whatever route you on is going to be a successful route.
Exactly.
Some people measure their success with how far they go.
Exactly.
So-
You know what's crazy? Because whether it's a notepad, a phone, or a book, anywhere I go, I have to write something. Believe it or not, my whole mixtape I wrote either on the train on my way to work, on my way home from work, or on my lunch break. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wrote my whole mixtape, and
Dedicated.
I could literally write a whole mixtape in a day. You know what I'm saying? I could write a song, take like 5 minute break, and go back to write another song. It's something that I love to do. I'm not doing it for the money, like you said. It'll come. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's not what I'm aiming for. You know what I'm saying? I want people to relate to me. You know what I'm saying? I want people to understand what they're failing to realize wherever they walk. You know what I'm saying? Believe it, it's not easy growing up in the projects at all. It's not easy growing up anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But you have to adjust to your environment. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's what you want or not, everybody adjusts to their environment. Everybody does things that they don't want to do in order to either make it to the next day. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. But I do music because I love it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
It's I prefer to express myself in that way.
So let me ask you something about an environment, right?
Mhm.
You have rappers out here, like you said, that they make it, and their environment no longer exists.
Mhm.
And to some degree, I get it because your level of stature, you may not allow you to go back
Exactly.
because you become too famous. But who you are now, standing here today, what could you honestly say right now that you can do for your environment to make it better, knowing that you know you're a product of?
It's a good question.
You caught me off guard with that question. You're dead. Basically, I can't change how my environment is. Basically, what I could do is I could set some of a better path. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm from one of the worst projects in the Bronx, but that don't change. That don't mean that you have to be one of the worst persons, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, just because you live somewhere, that don't mean that you're that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that I know, they don't portray themselves to be gangster, tough, or whatever when they live in the projects.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That the projects don't make you. You decide how you want to live. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect people like that. Believe it or not, if I know for a fact that you're not a certain way, but you claim that you are just to shine everybody else's eyes, I'm gonna tell you in your face, I don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? And however you want to take it, you won't take it. At the end of the day, I said what I said. That's
So
And,
respect.
and I'm gonna say that you can also be from the projects or the hood and not even still live that lifestyle.
Exactly.
I'm from the projects in the hood, and when I was younger, you know, I had 2 older brothers. I was about that life because I
Exactly.
know how to protect myself and survive. But I'm not, you know, trapping out there on the corners right now. I'm like, I'm living my life. I'm trying
But
living my
honestly,
best life.
That's actually how I live my life. Is by those 2 things: protect and survive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, just because you on the corner don't make you a gangster. You know, it don't make you tough. Just because you sell this, you sell that. At the end of the day, you still the same person you was when you woke up that day.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you got in this world is to protect and to survive. But do whatever you got to do to survive.
And then back to your question, somebody asked me, you know, when you become successful, do you want to give back to your community? And I think that touches back on like how
Yeah,
can you make
exactly.
the place where you come from better? And I was a little bit adamant about it, like
Exactly.
I don't really know, and it was hard to answer because I was like, it was rough out there,
I mean,
and I'm
it
like, I don't
was.
know about giving back. I don't know. I was conflicted because I was like, I really do want to see it prosper
Exactly.
and be better, and the children. But the flip side of me was like, y'all really the products of y'all mind. And y'all the
Exactly.
reasons why
Right.
it was
Exactly.
what it was. You know, shooting, see the drugs and the sex. I'm like, so it's like
Who stops the
you-
cycle?
and then if I give back, who's to say that 1 or 2 experiences then won't lead down to the same
it's
road?
that-
Right.
You
Exactly.
can never. I know it's a question that they posed. I was at a conference with a whole bunch of it was commissioner, a lot of police, and they was asking a lot of young people what could they do to make the environment
Yeah.
better, or what could we do to help or stop violence,
Exactly.
or what could we do to help and stop this. When I stood up and I asked my question or I posed what I think should be done, I left about 15 people on a panel with nothing to say, because what I actually asked or what I actually stated was, it's easy for you to come and stereotype
Mm-hmm.
based on appearance
Appearance, yeah.
or based
Right.
on place.
Exactly.
It's easy for to do that. It's even easier to go give 100,000 to an organization and let them do whatever they want to do and decipher your money how it's done. But to make accurate change,
Mhm.
I need to take Doughboy, give him this job
Yep.
right off the street. I'm going to put this man who has no background of working whatsoever,
Well, he does
No
because he's on the
experience.
street. He got that
no
experience,
business experience
making that money.
Right.
in the working world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take him. He's the head of everything. You give him a job, right? Now, he's no longer on the corner. So you may have the guy underneath him looking at him like, hold up. You got to make a change in a drastic measure.
Exactly.
That's the only way you're going to see a drastic effect. I could come sprinkle salt all over here. That doesn't mean that's enough salt to curb everybody's appetite in here.
Exactly.
And that's what they're doing. So you're not going to see change because they patching pieces of the environment. And if nobody else can make a real drastic change because they're not drastically doing it. So
Exactly.
you only can lead and be the man who you are. And I think if you help anybody in this room, and we all help anybody, that's a change. That's a help in your environment.
It is.
Right.
One person, that's changing your environment. You don't have to change Edenwald projects.
Mhm.
If you changed one person, you did your job. You did your due
Exactly.
diligence
Yeah.
to your hood.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's what,
Even your songs, like your records, they're listening to it, they supporting it, and that's changing their mindset.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Like if he can do it, we can do it.
Yeah.
right. But when I told them that they had no answer for that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. Take this dude, this dude just shot 5 people.
Exactly.
Take him off the street. Him and his crew. Give them all jobs. If he's running things, now he's running things on a different level.
Right.
You know, we can't change if we don't create it. Like, it's not.
Who stops the cycle?
It never is going to
Exactly.
stop. They want it to repeat.
Right. Of course.
As long as it repeat, it always happens. If you look, in anywhere outside of a hip-hop community,
Mm-hmm.
it's not even a store within the nearest mile. You have
It's
to
not.
drive.
Exactly.
If you go to what they label hip-hop communities, is a liquor store
On every corner.
on every corner.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
You know why? Because
Right.
life is a business.
Exactly.
Life is a business and a business
So
transaction.
what they do is they make us products of our environment by keeping us down, by making these things so visual.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
People only lead to what they see.
Exactly.
I see liquor. Well, one day I gotta go buy me a bottle. I'm 18. I can't get it till I'm 21. So as soon as you're 21, the first thing you go do is buy that bottle because that liquor store been staring at you for 20 years.
And that's the crazy part because
Word.
that's growing up in a project. That's all you really know. All you see is supermarkets, liquor stores, and chicken spots.
Yeah, I saying the chicken
Except-
spot on the
Like-
corner.
Except at my time, man, I bought that at 16, man. They was letting me cop at 16, brother.
You get
But-
that ID.
That's the thing.
Right.
Like, if you're raised and born and raised in the projects, you go live somewhere else where there's none of that, you're gonna feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel like you're not yourself because you're so used to growing up a certain way because somebody told you that's how you have to live. That's how you have to grow up. That's not you being yourself if you're growing up in an environment and you living under somebody's word. You know what I'm saying? It's you gotta be yourself. That's why my name is Envy. You know what I'm saying? Like, can nobody, and I'm not gonna lie, this girl right here know me over 10 years. And she'll tell you, can nobody tell me nothing?
Right.
Like, obviously my mom's, but
It's like my
obviously
mama.
my mom.
That's who you better listen to.
No, yeah, of
She
course,
listening like, I'm about to call in.
but exactly. But if I don't know you, whatever the case may be, or even if I know you try to tell me something, I'm gonna look at you like you stupid, because at the end of the day, you don't know what I've been through just to make it to that day, just to make it for me to stand right in front of you right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's
But sometimes listening to someone, whether it's good or bad, listen to someone stray you to a different direction. You know, everybody's not out to deliver negativity. You know, some people's positive, but if you don't listen, you're never gonna know. Like you said, you hang with older people
exactly.
that taught you knowledge and wisdom. There's a lot of us out there. You know,
Yeah,
you
it's
never
true.
know. I speak to a lot of strangers. They don't know me from a can of paint.
Exactly.
Just because of my image. I mean,
I
you
vouch
never
for that.
judge a book by its cover, but just because of my image, you don't know if I'm a killer. And I'm not a killer. I'm just, you know, I'm just,
Coming for your neck.
you just never know.
Exactly.
You a killer. We all killers. We kill these outfits we wearing today.
Right?
We killers in here. You know what I'm saying? We all killers in here.
But like the thing I realized growing up is the more you say I know, the less you know. You know what I'm saying? Because
I know what you're saying.
I know.
You know, disagree. I know. Like, yeah.
I know.
Like, I realize this. A lot of people say I know just to end the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Then they go out and then forget what the conversation was about and not know what they just agreed to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like I could tell you don't go outside because there's a shootout. Oh, I know. And your dumb ass is gonna go outside, just to be nosy and then God forbid get hit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that
I think curiosity kills all
Kills
cats.
the cats. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like,
That's
so
what I do.
if you curious, and that's all of us have been curious once or twice in our life.
Yes, we
You know,
have.
like,
yeah.
we have all learned.
I'm guilty.
We all have learned some hard lessons by just being curious.
Yeah.
True indeed.
So you know, like you can preach to the choir.
Exactly.
That don't mean the choir is listening.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, and the choir sings every Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
but that don't mean they believe the music that they singing either.
Right.
So,
That's true.
so at the end of the day, you know, we looking at these things and we all try to pinpoint what's right and what's wrong, and it's no definition to the right or
not.
wrong. Like you just got to live how you feel is just for yourself,
Exactly.
and then hopefully that in itself
We'll get you there.
Exactly.
defines who you are and your legacy for your life.
Very true.
Who inspires you? Who's
You know
your
what?
inspiration?
That has been my question since the beginning. And
I was
and-
waiting. I
and
didn't
we-
want to
and we-
step
and
on
we-
nobody's toe.
We kept getting in all angles,
Right,
but
right. Who
thank you,
inspires
Danger.
you?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who
Thank
inspires
you
me?
for
Yes.
Believe it or not, the only person that really inspires me is my son. That's it.
Okay.
I mean, that's-
Cause to be honest, I do this for him. I don't do this for me.
Okay.
It's I
Hands
do it for
down,
him.
Hands down, the kids.
Exactly. Before he came, you know what I'm saying? You know, my inspiration was obviously my mom's. You know what I'm saying? Because she was there through it all. Like I could legit say she was there through it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From my first show to the first time I ever picked up a pen and started writing music. She
Okay.
was there. Granted, she ain't really growing up in the projects. Either playing basketball or being a rapper is everybody's dream.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess she got tired of that. But when she seen that I was actually committed and dedicated to it, you know what I'm saying? That's when she was like, all right, he's doing such and such. You know what I'm saying? I'm his mom. A parent's gonna support you regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Not all parents.
not all parents.
But I
But when
get
they
what
seen
you're
that you're
saying.
doing something positive
Right.
for a positive reason,
Mhm.
that just that just gets them to be more interactive with what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I do my music for my son. I don't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I say what I say, because it's for him to understand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's for him to get the bigger picture on don't do what I done. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm lucky to be alive to actually have this conversation with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, so just don't do what I do. Don't say what I say. You're supposed to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's, you know how it is. Growing up in the projects, growing up in the Bronx, growing up anywhere, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. But then again, it's all based on how you decide to live.
Right.
So if you was to leave the projects and never go back, would you think you're a fraud?
Not at all.
All right.
It's just growth.
Not at all.
You know?
Exactly. Not at all. Now the people that don't want to see you make it, that don't want to see you leave, they the ones that just call you a fraud. They the ones to spread rumors and all this other shit.
Well, without hate, bro, there's no success.
Maybe
Right.
those are the haters,
Right.
and that's when you gotta.
Without hate, there's no success.
Take
If
that
people
raw
not talking
attitude.
about you, you're not doing the right thing.
Right.
Trust me.
Exactly.
Trust.
It
Trust
used
and
to be
believe.
when you do the right thing, they still hate on you. So
Exactly.
you be damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yep.
And the crazy thing is, like I said, my son, he's my inspiration, he's my motivation. But there's only two people that actually get on my ass about everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if one is my mom's, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she's my mom. She wants me to go the right path.
Right.
Then the other person is this one right here.
Okay.
Always.
Like,
Okay.
Is that like she really gets on my ass about a lot?
Those are inspirations
person?
and
What's your name?
motivations.
That's wifey.
Nah, that's my manager.
That's the. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like,
Here's
she-
what I meant. We didn't know. I'm just asking questions. I didn't even know if your wifey or not.
Nah, that's
Hey,
she-
man, now if his girl's looking at you like, you know what? I knew that too, man. I thought the same thing.
Well, let me clear it up. Hazel's the manager. Okay.
Yeah, she's a manager.
She
That's it.
manages everything.
And that's
Nah,
You're a
yeah,
fool.
Well, look, she's laughing along with it. So
yeah,
you know.
So it's all
But-
good.
Okay, so we summed all of that up. Can I ask another question?
Of course, you
okay.
can't. Danger, go ahead.
Okay,
Hell at it.
we've been talking about all of this, but to sum it up for the viewers, if name 5 things, positive things about yourself that you will want viewers to know. Just 5 things, if not 3 things, like about yourself.
About myself, 5
Yes.
things.
That you will want someone to know. You know how we
I think Hazel can
before
answer
you
that.
answer that question,
The manager got
before we answer
I
that
don't,
question,
I don't want her to answer that question.
say I'm hanging with Double R,
Okay.
and someone asked me about Double R.
Okay.
I could tell people 100 things about Double R,
Mhm.
and when they ask about me, I only could tell them 2 things. That's something wrong, you know. Some
It
people
is.
need to redirect themselves. So you can
I can
tell
go
me
on a
about the
list.
streets, you can tell me about the project, you can tell me about your son, you can tell me about your mom, you can tell me about your friend, your foe, your manager, the DJ. But what 5 things can you tell me about yourself? If not 5,
Well-
2, 3.
I mean, one thing I already said, like, is can nobody tell me what I can and can't do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because at the end of the day, they not the one that's doing it. It's me.
Okay.
Can nobody sit here in my face and tell me, don't do this, knowing damn well that they doing it?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna respect you at all.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of motivation on my side. You know what I'm saying? I will actually sit down with you and have a conversation for hours. It could be about the same thing, but at the end of the day, every second you learn something new from somebody different. You know what I'm saying? So I pay attention to other people.
So you're a great listener and a great
Exactly.
communicator.
Exactly.
Okay.
I like to help out a lot. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I mean, like, if I don't know the person and they'll come with me to a party for music example, I'm trying to get to the studio, whatever the case may be,
Okay.
I'll help you.
Okay.
But if I see that you're not having commitment or dedication, why am I going to waste my time? You know what I'm saying? Why am I going to waste my energy trying to help you out? Because while I'm doing that, I'm pushing myself back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to try to make sure your dreams come true, I'm holding off on mine. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing.
So then you're a
like-
giver.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't ask for nothing.
Okay.
Just commitment and dedication.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, That's
Okay.
That's
fine.
that's.
Okay.
So why don't we do this? Hazel, say your 5 things. So we got to wrap it up, and then he's
Oh my
gonna
God.
and then he gonna give his handles and all that. What's up?
Yeah, because I guess he doesn't really see it that he's very.
Oh, Ro, give her the mic real quick.
oh my god.
There she go. There she go.
No, that's good. That's the manager. That's good.
Holy damn. Got-
Just come.
You can move
Yeah.
even
Can you
better.
hear me?
Yeah.
There you go.
So basically, he's very resilient. You know, it doesn't matter what happens to him, he gets back on his feet. You know, people, it could be one person at that show, he's going to rock that mic like it's 1,000 people in there. You understand? It doesn't matter what you say to Envy, he will continue to be, continue following his dreams no matter what. That's one thing. He is very punctual, you know, and very confident.
I
Oh,
can tell
you know
that.
that.
He was here about
you know,
an hour and a half
An hour
earlier.
and a half
Yeah.
early before the interview.
That's
He's a team player. He definitely, you know, I can say that from hands down. You need him in your team. You know, he's down. He makes sure you get your work done. He gets his work done. Doesn't matter if it's in the studio, if it's, you know, outside in the streets, if he's at work. It doesn't matter what it is. But that's something about himself that a lot of artists don't have is confidence. You know, when you go on the stage, you get stage fright.
right.
Henry doesn't care. He continue going on. Whether you rocking with his song or not, he's still going to deliver that message.
Dope.
You understand? So it could be at his lowest points and at his highest points, he's just himself. That's what makes him envy. You understand? Because no matter what, people always envy him about the smallest things. You know, and he continues being himself. So I give
Dope.
him that. And he does a lot of progress.
Okay, thank you.
So with that said, punctual.
Together, that was more than 5, and that's excellent.
Well, you know what? I got him right here. Punctual, resilient, hard worker, confident, and you yourself.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
So
you-
you can't beat that, brother. So tell everybody,
all.
man, tell them your handles, tell them how they can reach you. Any projects coming out, any shows coming out, holla at them. Tell the people what's good, baby.
Well, like I said, it's envy. You heard? Like that's my slogan. I actually have a Hot 97 show I'm doing September 21st. You know what I'm saying? I have a video shoot this Saturday. I have more music videos coming out. BET, MTV, VH1, commercial music. I got an album out on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google, eBay.
What's the name of the album, yeah?
Reincarnation.
There you go.
Reincarnation. Like I said, basically I picked that name because, again, I done music when I was little, stopped for a long time, came back. You know what I'm saying? Like my goal is to bring back old school music, old school hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
Classic.
that's basically.
Classic. Don't call it old school.
Yeah,
man.
we had that discussion.
Classic music.
versus
Classic
old
music.
school.
So
Right.
just to tell the people I didn't get in touch with you, Facebook, social media, Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, you can reach me at Instagram at I'm the real envy. I'm the real _envy. You got SoundCloud. I'm the real _envy. Twitter envy _ New York City. That's pretty much it.
New York, you heard it first.
You heard it first.
Yes, you did.
29 Northside
Let's go, y'all. Slims.
This envy you heard. Nino, what up? It's a whole lot of gang shit. Gang.
I ain't playing with y'all niggas, go insane on y'all niggas. Ain't a game to y'all niggas. I will send a gang on y'all niggas. We will bang on y'all niggas. Johnny Blaze on y'all niggas. Grab your gun, better use it. I be in the streets going stupid. All that shit you talk, you better do it. Got your bitch here with the gang, but you can have her back, she useless. I hope you niggas knowin' what y'all doing. Got balls on niggas out here looking foolish. Nino Crick to spray your dummy fluid. Then he point me to the target and I put a bullet through it. Y'all see the things I'm doing, now they hating on me. Lay a nigga down on his face or something. Go and get your gun, I'm here waiting on to pull up to your door and make it quick, I hear the neighbors coming. The fuck boys in the room, and I got my niggas in the booth. The south side of the Bronx, catch a body by the body, only just to prove my heart. Lit the street lights, since a youngin' how to do or die. Let me point out all the differences between you and I. I'm from Eden War, where y'all niggas will get crucified. The streets already told you steps to me is like a suicide. I done told y'all before that I'm from Eden War, and we ready for war. Coming after it all, and I won't take a fall. And
I know who I call.
On the block, yeah, I got it still counting me out. I pull a rabbit out the hat, David Copperfield. Raise the blade, cause I'm chopping it. What's your goals? I'm on the strip with a llama, I'm trying to cop a brick. Good money, say he counterfeit. Plug on the line, said we lit my nigga, I like the sound of it. My young boy, he be bugging too. Posted, but he keep the tray 8, yeah, tucked in the bubble goose. Talk tough, I'm a sycamore, you nigga was tough. For a minute till that motherfucking fifth was on him. My heartbeat, that's the murder rate. Hit you with some shit, little nigga, you won't make it out of surgery. That fast money is still in the streets, so we break it down. Yeah, I tell my niggas to eat. The way that money coming in, I tell my niggas to feast. To shoot the beauty, yeah, I gotta move like a beast. I leveled up, so I'm playing the background of a word. I ain't gotta move them packs now, it's in my blood. Nigga, yeah, the source was passed down. Street nigga, yeah, I just maneuver and rap now. Check the score, that's a deficit. Working on the bag with my brothers, so your chatter is irrelevant. Money on your head and your body be the settlement. Mirror music run the town, time you niggas settle in.
He don't want shit you are. Hey, yo, show, let's get him, guard. Northside shit, Southside, you are.
Bronx Northside, where you nothing. Eat the wall, beat them all, we the whole gang. Got blood dripping on me, it ain't no shame. Got Madonna on my wrist, need a gold chain. Go, go, go. We get money. Go, go. We get money. Go, go. We get money. Go, go. This shit envy.
I made it easy for y'all niggas. Keep the 22 inside my sneaker for y'all niggas. I'm letting off the heater for y'all niggas. I don't need to hide my face when I'm sinking on y'all niggas. Don't get yourself hurt, trying to creep up on my niggas. Fuck the feds, I had to fight my freedom for y'all niggas. Mind your business, if I'm not speaking to y'all niggas. So it really doesn't matter if I'm beefing with y'all niggas. That's on gang, I'ma start ripping all you fucking clowns. I can't do the shit I do, yeah, this is my fucking town. Punch you in your face until you stumble down. I told you I don't need a gang with me if I'm running down. Pull up to your block, how that fucking sound? With some shit that will leave y'all niggas get to running out. Gunning down, niggas always hit, screaming gang gang. And all of my heart on my niggas hit, gang bang.
On the Bronx Northside, where you nothing. Eat the wall, beat them all, we the whole gang. Got blood dripping on me, it ain't no shame. Got Madonna on my wrist, need a gold chain. Go, go, go. We get money. Go, go. We get money. Go, go. We get money. Go, go. This shit envy.
This shit is with me and I'm running with it. This is type of shit that I had always been in. I could get you hurt and I could get you finished if you never play your part and if you never mind your business. Some niggas dying just to tryna fit it. Some niggas start just trying to make a living. This that mayhem shit I could get you hit with. If you not about this life, don't ever try to say you live it. I'm not with the bullshit, y'all on some bullshit. And I'm seeing who you keep around, you on some bullshit. And I only talk the shit I live, y'all talking bullshit. And I'll never wait for home like, is you fucking stupid? I never lie, I got a gangster story. I sit back and let all the cowards tell it for me. Fuck the bullshit. I gave all y'all stupid niggas warning. Fuck a warning. I could turn your block into a horror story.
Bronx Northside, where you nothing. Eat the wall, beat them all, we the whole gang. Got blood dripping on me, it ain't no shame. Got Madonna on my wrist, need a gold chain. Go, go, go. We get money. Go, go. We get money. Go, go. We get money. Go, go. This shit envy.
Claiming that you caught a body and we know it wasn't true. How you say you gangsta, let a little nigga sucker you. And I love my brothers, catch a couple bullets left for you. Say it to your face, stupid nigga, I can't fuck with you. Yeah, 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 caught you slipping, yeah, yeah. Shot my homie in the neck, I pray for the dead. Neighbors heard the shooting, they ain't call the feds. Just like JFK, now it's off with the nigga head.
On the Bronx Northside, where you nothing. Eat the wall, beat them all, we the whole gang. Got blood dripping on me, it ain't no shame. Got Madonna on my wrist, need a gold chain. Go, go, go. We get money. Go, go. We get money. Go, go. We get money. Go, go. This shit envy.
La 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 la.
Yo.
Again.
We back.
Mic check.
So we got some new guests coming through, man. I'll be actually here. They're here.
Oh, so they was listening to some of our questions, huh?
All right. now we can't. Now one thing we can't repeat these questions, right? Because they heard everything.
They heard everything.
Okay.
So
They had a chance to prep.
They ready. They were like, all right, you know
I'm
what?
gonna catch them all off guard
all
now.
these answers ready.
No chance to
He got
prep
his
now.
5 positive character traits.
I'm gonna test
He
it.
was like resilient, personal, boom,
I
man.
ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
But anyway, man, introduce yourselves, man. Tell them what y'all do, who y'all are, and we take from there.
Lils, my name is Lils, Lilz. I'm a sound engineer, I'm a producer, and I'm an artist as well. Yeah, that's
Multitask, huh?
yeah, and I go to school and all that, so
Facts. He's
do everything. Really.
busy man.
Yeah.
What's your major?
I major what I'm doing now, so it's basically like auto engineering stuff. I'm just
Thanks. I go by the name of Chris Robb. I'm from the Bronx. I write. I'm an artist. I draw. I act. I got a little everything. So I dance. Yeah, I do everything.
Little everything.
You do ballet?
No.
We about to challenge?
If you had to compare me to somebody, like, I would say Chris Brown.
Oh, okay.
That's her thing.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Right. So that's basically what I do.
That's what it is, man. Yo, fellas, man. So glad y'all here. Appreciate y'all coming.
Appreciate you having us.
You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about. We're gonna get right into Ja. Well, excuse me, Lils. So from engineering, to going into actually creating your own music, how did that transition happen, brother?
I started off as an artist. Like, I started off rapping. I started off, I was always around music and everything, or like everything from instruments being played to vocals to the whole everything around music. So I always been, I always wanted to do everything. That was one of my things. So I started rapping from there when I was young. I was like, I gotta find out. I gotta do this. Like, I gotta do it. I want to find out what's this. What is he doing to what? Like, I want to know the process.
Okay.
And then from the process, I got more into engineering. And then from there, I started producing. So everything is.
Curious George.
Yeah, I just want to get into everything. Knowledge is power. So.
Which is more of your passion out of all those, engineering, producing, or actually?
I treat them all like I want to be the best in everything. So. I just put my all in everything, really. So, like,
who installed all this greatness into your mindset?
I would blame my parents for that. My mother and my father.
They did an absolute wonderful job.
Appreciate it.
To go in, and get into all those 3 type of lanes. Because honestly, me as a producer, my craft is one of those portions. So here I go. I create the beat. Right?
Yeah.
Now I gotta shop it out.
Yeah.
Once it's shopped out, now I gotta get back to the studio to go into the engineer for them to mix it. Once they mix it,
a whole process.
But you can just go. I made the beat. All right, let me go mix this shit down. Let me go rhyme on it.
Yeah.
Let me mix my vocals. Song done. Take it to get mastered.
And you killed so much time.
That's talent, brother.
How long would that process typically take you?
Usually, for the whole process for me, like writing a song, making a beat, and then recording myself. I usually write while I make beats. Like, I just catch it right there. So I come up with a melody, or I come up with, whatever, while I'm making the beat. And by the time, probably like 3 hours.
Okay.
Something like that.
For those who are. Everyone doesn't know what engineering is because they never even came close. Just some people and some of the young ones, such as yourself, the African Americans growing up, who's probably Googling it right now. Can you tell me what an engineer is? I know, but for the viewers who's looking up to being in a similar situation.
Basically, a recording engineer, sound engineer, somebody who's recording actually the song of the artist. So I know, like, if y'all ever seen you know, like the old Big movie when he in the studio and you have that person behind the board that's telling him, all right, you're gonna have to do this again, or you know, get your vocals, or the last thing, then we out the booth.
Right.
That's basically what I do. That's what I play. That's my part.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically.
Thank you.
Hey, Lils, you have any like notable MCs that you worked with engineering?
Yeah. I recorded My Song. I actually had the chance to work with Will I Am. Had the chance to work with well, I work with like Neat Bucks, Vina, yeah.
Vina Love?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. Actually, if viewers don't know, I did. Vina Love is Kid Capri's daughter.
Yes.
And,
yeah.
Nice.
And you know, and Lils actually works out of DITC, which is one of the, you know, you got one of the greatest producers in you know, that essence of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That owns it. So it's like, and you know, and not only he owns it, but you know, you got a whole team, DITC, which has a big influence to hip hop, especially coming out of the Bronx.
Yeah.
Diamond D, Fat Joe,
OC.
So you're surrounded and flooded by success.
Yeah, and all those people inspire me to do what I do.
So when you go into rooms of other engineers, right,
Yeah.
do you feel like, let's just say you work with Will I Am.
Mm-hmm.
How was your psyche with that? Were you excited? Were you calm?
I was overwhelmed, but I couldn't show that. Like, I just had to play it calm. And
You was nervous?
I was like, damn, well, I am in my presence right here. Like, this is a big thing for me. That means I'm doing something right, you know. So,
did you think you performed your best?
Yeah, I had to. It's the chance right there. You gotta take them chances, take opportunity, you know, and build on that. So, I took that as like a big opportunity for me. Like, I'm probably never gonna get. I don't like so far. Like for me, I'm never. This is something you can't pass up. So.
What was that collaboration? Did you like make the beat for him, or
Nah,
were you rapping with him?
Nah, I just was recording him, like,
Okay.
engineering. He was working on a project, and I was there at the time. And he was just
super dope.
How do you prepare yourself before you go in the room? Far as, you know, how some people get nervous. How do you shake your jitters off before you enter the room?
I don't really get nervous anymore. When I first started out,
that means you're a pro.
When I first started out, I was like, I used to get nervous, and especially when it was big sessions and stuff like that, more people. But now I kind of know, my sound and what I could bring to the table. So I'm confident in myself when it comes.
I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot here.
All right.
You could be the jack of all three, but when you're in the industry, you gotta pick a lane. What lane would that be?
Producer.
You'll just be a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why producer?
I love it. I love everything I do, but I need to like bring something home for that producer. That producer, like,
so
I gotta.
The check?
Nah, I just want to be able to, match the people that I'm around and they plaques and stuff. I want to be up there with them.
Okay.
Like on that level.
Okay.
So.
And where he works at, man, let me tell you something. There's plaques.
I said he's surrounded. He's surrounded by success.
Yeah, I gotta bring. It's only right I bring one home.
Okay.
I hear that.
Okay.
When it comes to your style, brother, what lane you are more towards? Like were you with the trappy feel, bouncy feel? You want to get with that, with the commercial sound? You want to stay underground? Like what's your vision? Or you just go with feeling, whatever comes out comes out?
I really the way I work and the way I really do as I feel at the moment. So I might feel like I'm gonna make some boom bap, or I'm gonna make some trap, and then it'll just go left. It'll go to commercial, because you never know where it's gonna. I can only aim for it, but if I don't feel like I'm not feeling this, move on. So then I'm gonna just move on. Everything's definitely feel. It's a vibe. Yeah, definitely.
Put it like this: once you hear a melody, you may think it's going a certain lane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Here you go with. Hold on, and then you throw that.
Yeah, then you throw. Then you be like, I could see this going another way.
Right.
And then from there, I'll just take it from this way. I'll just take it like left, and then whatever come out.
So how about when it comes time to shopping your beats, man, and then you went left?
Nah, all right. So when it come to like that, that's why I usually try to make like, I just keep making beats. So I have so many different feels. Like if I go left on one, then next beat is gonna go somewhere else. And if it doesn't, like, I'll just keep making it until I have them sounds. So when I have an artist and I know what type of lane he's in, I know what to play. For me already, because I already know what to play. But I could still at the same time play some whatever, and he could catch a vibe on it, or she could catch a vibe.
So you was here with the last artist that was here, right? And you were an engineer.
Yeah.
If you had to actually make a beat surrounding what you heard, how complicated would you think that would be? Like if somebody put you on the spot for a rapper that you just heard, and you feel like you got to go into the booth and create, you think you have the ability to make them better? Or
as an engineer,
yeah, because some engineers and some producers, when people are in the studio, they have a certain sound that they can automatically know. Like, I know what you need to make yourself better.
Yeah, and that's normally how it's normally like how it is. Like he could be rapping right now, and I'll be like, you know what, this would sound fire when I put such and such on. If I throw this, it'll sound fire like that. Or here, you rap this part in telephone, and we're gonna put this in telephone, and they'll just bring it out as just ideas and stuff like that. And that's basically.
Yeah, but look, let me quick question, bro.
Talk to me.
You in the booth with will.i.am.
Yeah.
All right. You feel that something needs to be there, but now you're talking to will.i.am, and you like, how you gonna get that point across, brother? Was someone so notable that has done his thing for and has plaques too as well, but yet you feel strong in your heart and with your craft that it's like, yo, listen, man, I got to tell him that snare belongs over here, not there, and he has to come in the third bar, whatever it is.
When I actually met Will, it's like he's open mind. So it's not like you can't tell him anything. Yeah. It's really like, yo, can I give me my 2 cents? Like, you gotta know when you want to just. You don't want to just be open, like, yo.
Like, nah, Will.
Like, yo, I don't think it sound right.
That's like, Will, get out the booth. Let me show you.
You don't
want
to be like,
so
I don't think it sound right
or
nothing. Yeah, like, so.
You find it hard? It's Lil's. You find it hard to critique someone that's at a higher stature or level that you would be? Like,
well, he knows a lot. Like, he knows a lot. He's been through so much. So I'm really looking forward to what, like, he's hearing or what way he's trying to go with it or something like that, because he got so much experience. He got way more knowledge than me.
Right.
But so I think in a game now we're missing that two-way street, because you're asking him about like the questions. It's like, if I was the artist, I have to respect his artistry. So it's like I have to trust that I'm working with him for a reason, and he's an engineer for a reason. So I feel like now artists are just, I know what I want to do. I want this sound. and then they don't accept the criticism. To me, it's like you're not going to get the best out of yourself if you're one track minded. So it's like for you, it's like, do your thing. Let me hear what you got. And I think it's so dope that you could do that. Plus you're an artist, so you know the sound that you want to hear.
Yeah,
that's so true. What people don't know in this room, that I was almost the CEO of Full Deck Records. So it was our own record label. We was trying to get somebody to actually sponsor it. So we was gonna. So what happened was, we had an engineer who just couldn't get out of his own way, right? And then we had an artist who just couldn't get out of his own way. So it was like two stubborn people trying to make good music, and it never ever will work. And I had to actually tell him, one of you guys going to have to bow down. Like, pride is only what you make it. Like, if you can't take constructive criticism from anyone, then you're never going to become better at anything. So that's why I asked you, like, as an engineer, do you find it hard to, critique or give advice to even people that's above you? Because sometimes people not really accepting to advice or even change.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And if they feel like they're in that
level, everybody's a mastermind. We all have ideas. Why can't you join your paper and I draw mine, and let's just tape it or glue it together?
Yeah. But some things are people, they will never tell you they took your advice.
Right.
Yeah, that's
right.
They'll use it, right? They'll tell you that they wanted that sound. Like,
they'll
I
never
knew.
tell you that, and then you hear their next song, and you're like, yo, that's
my
idea. Sound right there.
Mm-hmm. But
that's real tricky in the music game too. So you gotta, you guys are, gotta watch out for a lot, especially being a producer or engineer. Like behind the scenes is really where the money's in anyway. And then as an artist too, you could probably appreciate some of the people that you're helping.
Yeah,
Man,
most
sure
definitely.
did.
Like most definitely it do, and you know, I know shit happen like that too in the game.
Well,
but
Right.
Why don't we switch it up real quick and let's see, as an MC's
yeah,
point of view,
yeah.
see how you would feel if you rhyming in something and then the engineer saying, you know what, you do this way, but yet you feel strong with it. You not feeling that you not feeling like that's what the lane you gotta go, but the engineer feels strong about going that route. How would you take that
I mean,
that scenario?
it's kind of different for me. Like, I'm really acceptive to what other people have to say. Like, I'm the type, if I make music, I will ask, like, yo, what y'all think about this? Like, what sound you think? Like, when me and Jalil, like, we've been recording for, like, so many years. Like he's the reason I, like, basically started doing music. Like,
Okay.
because he had the studio and I ain't have nowhere. And I was just like, I'm a rap.
That's why I was like,
So,
yeah, I
you
know.
So,
So what's your lane? So what's your lane?
Using me, man.
Rapper, singer?
everything.
You can rap and sing.
Yeah.
We gonna put you on the
Now,
spot.
hold up. If I throw on a beat, will you be able to?
Yeah, I know.
Don't do that. You already know. I got every
Yesterday,
type of
he was
lane.
born. I was born yesterday.
Well, remember, I go more with the boom bap feel, with the more type of lane.
yeah.
Will you be able to do something with that?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
You wanna do that right now?
we not
Right now?
gonna finish the question?
Yo,
Yeah, we gonna finish that
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
You got a fan already.
You got a multitask.
They just like, I don't even want to hear you.
Wait.
You ain't got to talk. I want to hear you rhyme.
She don't want to.
Then he said Chris Brown, right? They was Chris Brown. I need to see some moves.
But you know what?
Oh yeah, I got the moves.
I think she wants
You
to
got
hear
that
you
too.
sing, rhyme, and dance.
At the same time.
Every talk.
She want a show. Tell her when the next show is. Then she can come out.
Wow, me.
Next show is coming real soon, probably
Real
next
soon.
month. Next month. I just had a show last week, so
But we're gonna put you to the spot. I mean, I think people can sing without music, so you can display that talent
Acapella?
without.
You said
music.
acapella?
Oh, that type of time.
Straight up.
oh
Now
y'all
let me know what level you at.
put, y'all put me on the spot.
No, we're not
like
putting you on the
that.
spot. This is what you do. You told me
Alright.
that you are a singer and a rapper.
Y'all want me to sing something that's
I got
mine?
your
Or you want me to sing
background
something that
I
y'all
want
know?
you to believe in your own belief. Sing was yours.
Now, brother, I'm gonna play something, and you tell me if you like it. You tell
Play,
me
go
what
ahead,
next.
go ahead. I'm here.
Hold up, them kicks is coming, brother. Them kicks
Mike
is
is
coming.
ready.
I'm waiting for it.
Is you
Yeah.
right here? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna rap first. I'm a native, OG, going to the hill where they rob, sell drugs, stab niggas and kill. You ain't a shark, I bet your ass about to scrabble like krill. I better keep yourself the heat if you don't handle the steel. Where them niggas out to kill, if a nigga down to act out, fuck around and blacked out. 9 AKs and saw doors, blow your back out. When niggas getting mapped out, thinking shit a game, trying to press pause and back out. You stupid, illiterate, nah I think y'all foo-foo. Niggas think they tough cause they bustin' out them tutus. Them guns that we play with make them disappear like voodoo. Call me a magician, now I erase the whole crew too. Walking with them demons that's rising up from hell. Cause ever since I was a kid, my destination was a cell. I hated sitting with my class, I couldn't wait until that bell rang. Gotta work around cause of them niggas down to tell. And it's really about to go down. You want me to sing now? I got you. Alright.
Vocals, I got you.
Yeah. I'm a killer to the fly. Yeah. I'm running, I gotta drive. Yeah. These niggas be tryna get me, but I know that they can. I know niggas that they want me, but I know that they friend. I say I'ma go. I'ma show you something that you never seen. Getting money, I'm stacking paper that's an evergreen. Yeah. You're supposed to be the nigga another vibe for the singing. It's really a rap joint. It's really a rap joint.
I heard the vocals,
I need
though. I
a
heard
singing
it.
joint. Matter of fact, you got any Chris Brown? Me and something Chris Brown.
You said a Chris Brown vibe? You said Chris Brown type beat?
I need some Chris Brown type vibe to sing. I go, this beat was hard though.
Nah, this joint fire though.
Got that heartbreak on the full moon.
I got all that.
That song was fire.
You should. It's your time to shine. We out here for you. We out here for y'all. You know?
I think
Shout out
Lil
to Sean.
Lil said he wanted to spit too.
Oh, not to this though.
Dog in his feelings right now.
I know.
I appreciate it.
All right, y'all switched it up.
The panty dropping, you know, theme.
Cuffing season.
Body on mine, baby. Let me see you where you are, baby. I know that just getting back, I'm on the time, baby. I been seeing all this work, you got me going crazy. Thinking about you now, girl, yeah. I'm loving the way you move, yeah. I'm feeling the way you grind, yeah. And the way you putting it on me, baby, you got me going. You got me going, baby, you got me going. You got me going, you got me going, doing things that I never do. Got me just doing things that I never do for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You heard it first, hip-hop point of view. You heard? Don't act like you better hear somebody.
That's a fact.
You heard it first.
He multitasks.
HHPOV, Thursday night.
I actually never heard that beat before.
No, that was his beat.
That was
That
double.
wasn't a Chris Brown. That was his
Yeah,
beat.
that was his beat.
He's like, I didn't hear that on
That's
any
what I
Chris
said,
Brown
that was
album
his
ever.
I heard Chris Brown. I heard that. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I never heard.
That's why I said he was in his feelings.
Wait
He was
a
in his
second,
feelings.
I've never heard that Chris Brown beat. He was ready.
He was in his feelings. You heard it. Do remember that was Doug. Do remember.
Go ahead, Doug.
Problems with Chris Brown, man. Yeah, man, that was dope.
That was good.
That was dope.
Appreciate it.
You ain't dance though.
I mean,
Next time.
next time, I got y'all.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
So when it comes to performing, how would you critique yourself as a performer? Like, feel like you still got room? You feel like you got your stage presence on point?
As a performer, I think there's always room to grow. Like I record every performance that I do, so at that moment I'm probably hyped. Like, oh yeah, I just bodied that. But after I watch it, I be like, damn, I fucked up right here. I messed up right here. I could switch it up. I could do something right here, switch it. Cause after perform, you gotta like make sure your breathing is right at all times. You don't want to run out of breath. Like a lot of people just be up there just sounding crazy sometimes. Yeah. So like, I do like some little breathing stuff before I perform, and I make sure my dance moves is on point at all times. Cause I'm more of an entertainer than just a regular performer. Like I like to get the crowd involved and basically put a show on. Like make sure you came for something, not just to hear me. Like hear what I'm saying, but make sure you remember my presence every next time you see me. Like, yeah, that kid did that. You saw that movie he did? I heard he just did a backflip, jumped over his leg.
So your choreography, you choreograph for somebody else, or you do it yourself? Like you come up with your own?
Everything is myself. I never went to like a dance class or nothing like that. So like I tried to do it at my school, but I ain't really like it too much. But everything was me. Like I make it up and execute.
And how long have you been doing this for?
I've been dancing all my life. Like,
All your life?
Yeah, like,
in the womb too?
Yeah.
By
myself, just
with the
making
umbilical
sure.
cord, you were just swinging it.
We got your part of inspiration, but what actually? I heard you say that because of him you got into it. Did you have any love for it before that, or?
Oh yeah, I always had love for it. Sorry to cut you off, but I always had love for it. Since I was young, I grew up. My mom rapped. I was always in a house full of music, so like I used to make my own songs and stuff, but I never went to actual studio. I used to always just have it on deck for lunch class, for lunch, man. They wanted to battle, they'd be like, yeah, yo, he got bars over here, and then I'd be like, nah, I got something for him, and I just say something, and then just bounce, and then, oh yeah, he's nice. But I actually got in the studio because of Jalil, because I didn't know about studios, I didn't have a studio, so.
But you had the passion for music. He had the studio, the
Open
platform,
your
so you had the
eyes.
platform for it.
Yeah.
And then your talent just picked up from there.
Yeah, he started as making one song. He was like, yo, just come to the studio, make a song. He made
The
it.
way that happened, it was just like, ever since that day, from that day on, we just been like, every studio, yo, I got this. I'm trying to do this track. Ever since, for years and years on. So
It really started from Bull. I cooked him, and he tried to get back.
found a joke in it. He tried to get back.
So you KD'd him? You look like KD a little bit too.
Wow. We found it.
I mean, I had to show him what it was. He was like, "Hey, come to the studio." He tried to smoke me then. It was again. Nah, but yeah, it was all love.
It's crazy that you say he look like KD. Man. I was trying to figure out like, he look like somebody.
You look KD. That's your favorite player?
Yeah, KD Kyrie. Is my favorite.
Yeah, you look your favorite KD a little bit.
The jump shot, you gotta
KD
like
Chris.
minus that out the package.
What?
Oh, the whole jump shot?
Nah,
They
the whole
call-
shit.
The whole
The
jump
whole
shot.
shit.
Man.
They call me Chris.
It's nothing like his
Like you see how you got 3-point and then you got mid range? Just layups.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
He know the truth. He
So
know
for
the
your award, are you gonna mention him first, last, in the middle?
I mean, from that statement, I might not mention him at all.
And there you have your answer.
Shots fired. What a good shot that done. What a good. Thank you.
My fault, man.
Shots fired.
I was intrigued with that snapback.
he
Yo,
definitely
Lils,
Killed me.
Lils, apply pressure. What verse are you on?
Nah, that whole song is me.
The whole song? Why don't we
Yeah.
play a little bit so man y'all can hear a little style of Lils rhyming on.
problem,
You know,
no
not only he does the beats and the engineering. Let's see what he got with
Make
the.
sure y'all turn that up. It's fire.
Not like his jump shots, right?
Not like his jump shots.
Excuse us. You can keep up all black like the Reba. Whole team got Virgo, off white, got us looking like zebras. Got a little thing, a neighbor Katrina. She be wet, she be flooding my seats up. If I leave you with the pack, when I come back, don't wanna hear that you smoked on my weed up. Shout out my niggas who get it. Shout out my niggas who skimming, who swiping the fees. I pulled off in a 2-seat, I had to get used to the features. Ain't a nut, I be passing a ride. Me and Hard, we be passing these thoughts. Me and Chris, roaming the block. Used to ball till I shed a stop. Hit the last, been on the clock, pay my shit. Know that or not, got it, I flip it 100 times. I keep letting it go till I multiply. Playing with green like I'm number 9, man. I'm covered in paper, I'm mummified. You know it ain't loving the streets. As soon as I wake up, I get it, I'm occupied. They find out you fucking with me, they keeping the tool. Catch it, it's hammer time. You lie, you like to tell lullabies. My eyes, they see that you were inspired. You fucking with fans, they see a side. You know I stay high like PSI. I wanna stack on my brother, no matter the weather. Applying the pressure, applying the pressure. I need a baddie that know that she classy and nobody around me get next to. I need a baddie that know that she classy and nobody around me get next to. Applying the pressure, 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 applying the pressure. I'm making believers. Diamonds they feel, this is no freezer. I'm about to hit it, what I gotta tell you what's next.
Sound like we got a hit on our hands, man.
Let me tell you something, man.
Heavy hitters.
I need to hear that song when I'm putting on my hair. Applying the pressure.
not only is that song dope, but
Applying the
me
pressure.
coming with a producer's ear, that
Right.
mix down. You did that yourself?
I ain't make that beat.
No, but I'm saying the mix down.
Oh yeah, the mix I did that. Yeah, the mix. I recorded
Clarity is
myself.
crazy, brother.
I did all that.
Yeah, that's
down, all
nice.
that. I appreciate it. Thank
Yo, man,
That's
we
the
got
limit,
one
man.
more minute, man. Why don't y'all tell your handles, tell them, you know, how they can find y'all, any projects I got coming up, man. Holla at the people, B.
you. Most Love Music. I'm gonna need y'all to follow that. Most Love Music. Lilza ML. That's my personal gram. LILZ of ML. That's my gram right there. I got AP. Apply Pressure on SoundCloud. Link in my bio. Y'all can clear that. Y'all can click that. DITC Studios. Go look at that. DITC Studios. Go look that up. Book your sessions. DITC Studios. And that's my handle.
That's good. I'm Chris Rob. On the gram, I'm Chris Rob. IMCHRISROB. I got an EP out that I just dropped recently. It's on all platforms. It's called Uninvited. For my single off of it is called Trippy. It's available everywhere as well. And I'm dropping a video soon. One of my first videos that's like really gonna be dope. So dropping that soon.
Hashtag.
I need a baddie that know that she classy and nobody.